So what we have here is a COBB tuning front mount intercooler kit. Cold side, or hot side, cold side, the mount bar, intercooler, couplers, hose clamps that I'm really not a fan of. Don't like those style. Coolant overflow. So we're going to pull off his Mishimoto intercooler and piping and install his COBB one. So first we got to get this old intercooler system out of here, and then we'll show you step by step on how to get the new system installed. So you got 3 bolts in the crash bar. We're going to make it quick and easy and just remove the whole thing as one unit. I'm not going to disassemble it. Bolt the couplers. Alright, little comparison of the Mishimoto versus the COBB. You can tell just how many more rows are in there. This one's just a tad longer, but the COBB tuning definitely is a lot bigger than the Mishimoto. And I gotta say that wrinkle coat looks real good on the piping. So, alright, now we're gonna tear out all this piping and we're gonna go bit by bit on the install. First thing we need to do after the intercooler, all the other intercoolers off, is we need to flip this around. Alright, mind you, we already had the front bumper off this for the fenders, so we just have to remove the skid plate so we can get easier access to the stuff we need to up in here. Those bolts up there for the hot side of the turbo. So let's remove the skid plate. It should be 412s. Alright, you're going to have to mount the intercooler to the bar before putting the bar in, because my dumbass did it that way and it doesn't work. So now we can put that bar in with the intercooler. Alright, so the intercooler is in. You need to remove the washer tank, or wash tank. Then you have 3 spacers that need to be installed. Alright, so you're going to take the fill neck for the washer fluid off, and then you're going to take the O-ring and put it on the new supplied part with the hose. And then there's your new bracket to hold the hose. Really simple to install once your washer tank is back in. Alright, that's in there. So you can slide your bracket in up to the front, slide it back. You don't have to pull the battery. Attach it with the hardware and feed tube back through. Look, it even says COBB. How nice. And then there's this sweet little cap. Oop. COBB. COBB. Alright, what's next? Alright, this already had the Mishimoto in it, so it was pretty easy to remove. But when we removed it, it had a torn O-ring. That'll be coming in on Saturday. They're like $8-9 at Subaru. I suggest that you get one handy just in case, because the turbo does get hot and that O-ring can fail and get very brittle. So have one on hand, then you're not going to have to wait a couple days to get one. So now this thing's pretty much done, besides the cold side or hot side. Cold side's already been wrapped through. You have to cut the splash guard. and they actually have a good write-up on their website. You gotta put the clamps on, everything fits nice, real clean, doesn't hit anything. So once the part comes in for the cold side, or hot side, we'll show you how to do that. But for now, she's done. Well, our little $9 part came in, that gasket right there. So now we can start back on the install of the Mishimoto change out to the COBB intercooler. So now this in, we can take and reinstall this with the 2 bolts, and that's up underneath the car and bolts directly to the turbo. So I'm gonna get up there and do that. Alright, now we've got the hot side of the turbo bolted on with the 212s, and this kit was already had some of the stuff, so now we're going to connect that pipe to our other one. You're going to assemble your bypass valve on the bench looking like this, short end of the bend over here, and then you can install this piece onto your hot side. Then that piece goes right where the stock BPD went in. This one had a Mishimoto one, so we just had to change out the fittings to the 90. And then once that's in on the clamps on, you can install your hose clamp and slide this on here and re-hook up your reference to your blow-off valve here. And then after that, you can hook your intake back up. So after you go through and make sure all your clamps are tight, you can go ahead and reinstall your bumper. Well, obviously plug in your lights and all the clips and all that jazz.